it going, guys? Nick Nowak here, back from the video on the HSR. If you're new, welcome. We ranch out of Northwest Kansas. Today, excuse me, I'm not feeling the best, but still got to get a few things done today. If you remember in our barn tours, we had our salt and mineral right here, but I want to clean it up a little bit, so I'm in the process of cleaning up the barn. Mainly because I want it to look a little nicer when you walk in, and just kind of cleaning up our ranch. We have Willa's birthday party next weekend, a week from today. We have a lot of people out, so I want to try to get our farm cleaned up a little bit. So we're going to be utilizing our feed room more. I got all the mineral in here, all the salt in here. I was trying to decide if I wanted it in here or not, but ultimately decided it looks nicer in here. I also want to get better about having some extra feed on hand. So these back two totes are full of our chicken feed. The 16% from the store, which I think I found a place to buy it in bulk in those chemical totes, so I'll probably start doing that. Then we just have our sheep grain here. Next week, one of my goals is to get the tire fixed on the grain buggy, and we're going to get some grain, basically cracked corn, and that we'll get that, a few totes of that in here, and then just leave the rest of it in the machine shed, because we do a 50-50 split for the chickens and our sheep. So anyways, we'll get all this cleaned up later. I need to go feed the sheep, break their water. The chickens already got their water, and lastly, we need to, I'm gonna fix some fence for the cows. We have about 8 acres of CRP that they haven't grazed yet this winter. It was kind of our horse pasture last year. I want to get that hot wire taken down because the cows are getting ready to start calving. We'll let them have that 8 acres of CRP so they can bed their calves down in some tall grass when it's cold. So let's go check on the old sheep. Well, these girls are getting fat. I went ahead and got them a mineral protein block. Just put it up there so they can chew on it. It was cheap, it's on sale. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, so I just bought it. It was like $8. We'll let them see if it helps them any. It might help with the protein intake. But anyways, this big ewe right here, she's starting to bag. I don't know if you guys can see, but she's starting to bag up. I'm expecting her to have the next lamb. I don't know when it'll be because I've never had sheep before. Little nugget over there. Once we have the next lamb, my plan is to, I think I'm gonna band their tails like right away. With that one, I'm just gonna wait till I have one, another one to do it with. And then eventually we need to get these ewes. Some of them have tails. I don't like that. So we'll get them banded as well. You just use a bull band for a calf. I'm pretty sure that's what I've been researching, and try to get them banded as well. So anyways, let's run over the cow, see if that Hereford's had her calf yet. If she hasn't, she's close. She was bagging yesterday, so let's go take a look. We're here in the pasture with them, so you guys know they've had all the way up to the road and all that, but I hot wired this off back here. This goes back maybe 1/8 of a mile. It's just a long, short stretch. Fence line's there, but just some taller CRP. I'll go ahead and take this, turn it off. I'll grab that in a second. What I'm gonna do is just undo the wire, and we'll just tie it back, probably 3 posts, so I can utilize it if I need to catch them or anything like that. So let's just get this undone real quick. male. Hereford hasn't popped yet. Everybody else is just kind of hanging out. No one looks too bagged up from all these cows. Looks like 13 might be bagging just barely, but for the most part, I don't think we're gonna be. I bet we're probably 3 or 4 days out is my guess. She's starting to get loose. Bag's starting to tighten up. Anyways, let's drive down to the end, make sure the gate's shut. I'm pretty sure it's open, and then just look at the fence line if we need to fix any fence real quick. But if you guys can see right here, the grass is just so much taller. I mean, it's kind of a bare spot there, but just some nice tall CRP grass. Them calves will be bedded down right in there. You want to be able to see them out of the wind, out of the cold. It'll be perfect. All right, that fence line looks good to me. Down to there, all that's brand new. When I was driving up, I was looking at the fence along our little 50-acre pasture, and everything looked fine there. So shouldn't have any issues. We'll let the cows work their way over here. Maybe this afternoon we'll feed them some alfalfa over here. But ultimately, if they can find it themselves, the better. And I'm not due to feed them alfalfa till tomorrow. So. Also, Pasture just got that completely done. I have 2 protein tubs from last year that we've been decided to feed some better quality feed and some alfalfa more. So we didn't really get protein tubs this year, and we've actually been seeing a positive. I mean, protein tubs ain't gonna hurt, don't get me wrong, but just added money we don't have to pay for, buy, whatever, just pay for better feed, and that it kind of evens out. So what I'm gonna do though is put those last 2 protein tubs out on the pasture. I'm going to look at some cows today to buy possibly a few pairs, which we'll see in this video. You'll see if I get them or not, but I haven't driven my old Jeep for a while, so we'll get her cranked on, and I'm gonna go check the cows with it today just to get it running. But first we're gonna move this out of the way. We'll grab the protein tubs and get them out. Got them. We got the protein tub. The old one, it's almost empty, just a little bit on the sides. We put one here south of the water, and we put one up there. You guys can see it, kind of just right there south of them trees. So that should work good for them. Should be enough until the grass turns green. So with only 8 head out here, and potentially we might buy a couple more. So it'll work good. What I'm gonna do now is we're gonna run over there to the fall pasture, feed a little alfalfa, check on them, and make sure there's water. Make sure their water is not frozen. Well, I told you guys I was gonna feed alfalfa, but I can't really feed alfalfa when I ain't got a bale bed. But I knew that. I just don't know why I said it. But we'll get these cows checked. I want to check all the calves thoroughly. I like to do that at least once a week. Just drive through, don't feed alfalfa, so they're not chasing me. Water tank's full, no ice on it. That was a great buy, Cobet water. But like I said, I like to go through the cows and the calves at least once a week, drive through them. They don't chase me in my Jeep, and just get a really good look at them, make sure everybody's doing all right. That just works really good for me. Here's number 83. She's always the first one to me, and same with her calf. Beautiful colored calf. It's a good pair right there. Then here's another pair, Charlet mom, and probably our biggest steer calf right here. He's got a little ear to him. I'm not sure what that's from, but I wish Well, hopefully he grows into his body a little bit more, puts on a couple more 100 pounds, so they don't dock him at the sale barn. But we'll see. He'll feed good. Put him on feed, he'll gain. He's huge. Well, got a good head count. The cows are eating these bales good. I'm gonna get up here and see if I can't push that bale over and so it'll fall down. I don't want it to fall this way and fall on the ground. Hey, that didn't work too bad. Now that more of them can eat, I'll tell you this, guys, this little heifer calf, if the prices weren't so good right now, I'd probably keep her. Same with number 26. Her mom, she has a really good mom, probably the tamest cow I have over here, to be honest with you. But she would be 3/4 Red Angus, 1/4 Charolais. That color is the weight of my heart, guys. That is beautiful. I love that cream color. Looks so good. The calf's nice flat back, good legs on it, but it just doesn't really make sense for me to keep them right now. If the market drops drastically, then I will, but I don't know. We'll pray about it, see what happens. Here's some of these calves. They're flat out growing. I know you guys just seen them yesterday and the day before, but you could never see too many days in a row of these babies. So there's pros and cons of this feeder. If you see, they kind of destroy the grass all the way around it. The grass does grow back, I will say, but there are some weeds that come up with it. So I do think the pros outweigh the cons of this feeder. A pro is, look at the waist. I mean, there's 3 1,500-pound bales in there. They've eaten probably 1.5 bales, I'd say. Look at the waste. There is basically 0 waste, and that's what I like. All the cows can eat at the same time, or at least the majority of them. There's a little waste, maybe 20 pounds. There's a nice little steer calf right there. I love that color. Same with this little heifer right here. But look at them in there chewing on it. That's awesome. There's a bull. See on this side how much waste we have. A little bit more on this side. I don't know, you guys in the comments tell me how much waste you think that is. I'm gonna go ahead and say less than probably 150 pounds of waste, and there was 4,500 pounds in there. They've eaten half. There's 2,500 pounds left, and they've only wasted 100 pounds. You can save a lot of money doing it like that. You know, if I was to unroll it on the ground, we're probably wasting 20%. Just from stomping on it, which that goes back into the soil, but I don't know. I think this way works for us, unless I find a different way. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go inside since it is Saturday, hang out with my girls for a little bit. I will give you guys an update when I get back from checking those cows and see if that's something we're gonna be interested in. So stay tuned for that. Catch you in a little bit. Bye. All right, y'all, update on the cows. We didn't end up buying any of them. They were a lot smaller than what I wanted. They weighed probably 8.25, 8.5, and they're gonna calve in like what, the next 30 days. Way too small for me. He had 2 on the ground that we could have bought, but their bags were tight. They're just, I think, my personal opinion, just a little too young. So anyways, in the video here, appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one. Peace.